everybody, happy Small Business Wednesday. During the next half hour, we're going to talk to some small businesses with big ideas and some of them making pretty big profits. I'm Lauren Simonetti. Thank you. Welcome back. I'm Lauren Simonetti. So some businesses, small businesses especially, have learned to make money even in a struggling economy, and we're talking to one of those small business women now, Pam Washington, the founder of A1 Janitorial Services, but a slew of other companies during your career as well, which we will get into, joining us via Skype from Las Vegas. Hey, Pam, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
So 24 years of experience being an entrepreneur, or as you like to say, a solopreneur, a new word. 6 different startups. Where do you begin?
Well, you were talking about CES, and I'm here in Las Vegas, and so I guess I kind of want to talk about A1 Janitorial Services because we're actually at CES today.
Oh!
American Express has opened a new lounge there for the American Express Open cardholders. And so they have a lounge there, and so we're there with porter services. So A1 Janitorial Services is actually celebrating 20 years this year. So that's kind of my star baby. And because that's been so successful, about a year and a half ago, I started an additional company, Build My Cleaning Business, which is the coaching and consulting business where I help people who have actually already started cleaning businesses, but maybe aren't having the kind of success that they'd like. And so I'm sharing some of the things that I've learned over the last 20 years. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And where you are in Las Vegas, you obviously have hotels and casinos as some of your key clients, I would imagine.
Not so much anymore.
Okay.
They've done a lot of really good outreach as far as small businesses, women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses. But I find that my niche is more a mid-range kind of a business. I tend to do business with people who are really looking for the super high quality. Sometimes publicly traded companies have a little bit more pressure, with regard to earnings per share. So sometimes they're a little bit more price sensitive. I tend to have as clients those people who want the absolutely highest quality. And also we've noticed over the years that we have to be sort of flexible as people's needs change, as the markets change. Like for a while, everybody was really big on green. Now people are they like green as part of sustainability. So as the market sort of changes, you have to be willing and able to change with it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Green was everywhere, still is, but it really got big a little while ago.
Right.
So are you basically telling me that you're expensive? Your services are not cheap?
Well, I wouldn't. We are generally not the lowest bid in town. So for people who are looking for the low bid, and part of the reason for that is because my company is really more of a. We have kind of a mission that we're trying to accomplish, and I can't always do that if I'm just going for the lowest bid. So, for example, in 2013, just this year, we introduced for the first time a charitable component that's part of all of our profits. So we have identified several different charitable organizations, a couple here in Las Vegas and a couple that are international that we donate money to. And so it's important that we're profitable at the end of the day. I mean, we're in business to make a profit.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of staff development stuff with regard to teaching people how to enhance their skills. We have retirement plans for our employees. So we do things a little bit differently.
Speaking of profits, you have to talk about your location. You're in Las Vegas, one of the areas deeply and severely hit by the housing crisis and the struggling economy. How has that affected you, and how have you been able to maintain, paychecks at the end of the day, at the end of the week?
Right. Well, it's been a challenging. In 2008, we took a pretty big hit, and we lost quite a few of our clients. And people became really, really more focused then on how they could do things in a way that was super efficient and how they could save money. So, technology has actually helped us to stay on the forefront of some of those things. We've developed ways where we've shown our clients how we can mop their floors with a mopping filtration system that filters the water in the mop bucket, so it enables them to save money on their water bill and also on their chemical usage.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can strip and wax the floor without using chemical, so they can save money on chemical. We've gotten away from using paper because we're doing a lot of things electronically. So it just requires that you become even more creative.
Hey, Pam, how many people do you employ?
We kind of vary right now. We're between about 50 and 60.
Okay.
And then with the other business, I add about 10 on to there. So I've got lots of employees.
And how are you responding to all of the changes in Congress?
I actually am really looking forward to being able to implement the Affordable Health Care Act.
Okay.
I feel strongly that I want to be able to offer health benefits to my employees, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we're over the fiscal cliff, and I can't imagine they're going to do anything crazy with the debt ceiling. So hopefully we'll be okay.
Okay, encouraging. Thank you. We have a chat that we maintain where some of the viewers write in questions, and one of those viewers, Isn't Anyone Listening is the name, wants to know if you have any full-time or 30 hours per week employees, and how many of those?
I do, and I don't know that I could just come up with the number off the top of my head. I don't actually work with the employees so much anymore.
Okay. Well, because a lot of the smaller business owners that come on the show, they say that they're concerned with hiring workers because they would have to, give them health care, and some would rather pay a fine than spend money on health care for more employees.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen, and maybe my view is radical, but I've had sort of the same feeling about people hiring undocumented workers. People say they want to, hire people that are inexpensive because they need to do that in order to stay competitive in the market. My feeling is that if everybody is offering health care for their part-time employees, then everybody's prices are going to go up, and consumers are going to either pay more for a service or that market is going to have to change in some way. So I think as long as it's a level playing field, if everybody is doing it, I think we'll be fine. I don't think the solution, because ultimately we are all paying for people who don't have health insurance. We're paying when they go to the emergency hospital.
Yeah, so they go to the emergency room as their doctor's checkup. And final question before we let you go, Pam, and this is also coming from our viewers. Do you have any union employees? And
I do not.
Yeah, okay. And why is that is the second part of the question.
I'm pretty progressive in most of my politics, but as a business owner, I'm not real favorably inclined towards unions. I feel like I treat my employees really well, and I wouldn't, as a business owner, I've worked so hard to develop and build my business.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be in a position where other organizations, are kind of controlling what I can and can't do with my employees in terms of disciplinary measures, things like that. That just, for me. I think unions played a really valuable role many years ago in this country, back when we had robber barons, and even recently when, in developing the middle class. But I just don't know that it's appropriate, just my personal view, nowadays, and certainly not for my industry.
No, we appreciate your personal views, and very well put. Thank you for your time, Pam Washington, founder of A1 Janitorial Services. We'll put your website on the screen now, buildingmycleaningbusiness.net. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Lauren.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, and thank you to everybody joining us today. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Thursday. I'm Lauren Simonetti. Have a good